Hi, how you doing? My name's Justin Cook. I am the voice director, line producer, sometimes ADR engineer, as well as the voice of Hatsuharu. Welcome to the commentary of Fruits Basket. I've got a good majority of the cast here with me today to kind of just answer, not really, to answer questions, basically. We're just answering questions about the series, what was fun about the series, interesting tidbits on the characters, things like that. As you guys all know from watching now, I guess, into the fourth disc of Fruits Basket, that it's a very cerebral story. It's a very intelligent show. It's got a lot of deep characters. It's got a lot of fun in it. It's got a lot of comedy, and it's got a lot of drama. And even towards the last three episodes of the show, we start seeing some action. So it covers everything. It covers a full gambit of emotions, and it covers everything you could possibly imagine, really, in an anime. It's a lot of fun. It was extremely fun to work on. And not to put down any cast that I have worked with in the past or I'm currently working with, but the Fruits Basket cast is a unique and very distinctive cast, a very diverse cast. Our youngest cast member in the show is 6 years old, and our oldest cast member in the show is older than that. So it covers an enormous range, not only in the talent used in the show, but as well as the show itself. It just ranges everywhere. So we've tried to cover every base we can, and I think that our cast for the English dub has just done an incredible job. Real quickly here, let's just kind of flow around the table here, a little roll call, and we'll find out who all's here today and talk a little bit about Fruits Basket.
Hi, my name is Eric Vale, and I play the character of Yuki on Fruits Basket.
I'm Laura Bailey. I play Toru Honda.
Parissa Thackeray, Arissa Uotani.
I'm John Bergmeyer. I play the part of Shigure, and I also scripted the English dialogue for the dub.
Hi, my name is Meredith McCoy, and I play Kagura, and my go-to, the black-haired fangirl.
I'm Kent Williams, and I play the part of Hattori Soma.
Hi, this is Christopher Sabat. I did the voice of Ayami.
Hi, my name's Chad Klein, and I play Aikido.
My name is Kate Bristol, and I play young Yuki and Kisa.
My name is Jamie Markey, and I portray the character of Motoko Minagawa.
Hi, this is Damian Clark, and I do the voice of Kazuma Soma.
My name is Jerry Jewell, and I'm the voice of Kyo Soma.
This is Julie Mayfield. I am Kyoko and the Soma hostess.
I'm Libby Smith, and I play the character of Minami.
All right. Well, that's everybody. A good portion of everybody, anyway. Want to go ahead and just fire off a couple of questions here, really for everybody, and anybody can answer here. Want to ask you what it is you think. Here at Funimation, we typically have done in the past a lot more of kind of a male-driven anime, a lot of fighting anime, a lot of punches and fighting and this, that, and the other. Fruits Basket is different from that, as we kind of briefly mentioned earlier. It's very much different from that. It's really directed more towards girls. There's a lot less fighting and a lot more drama. There's a lot more emotion. It's got a deeper feel than a lot of other shows out there. I guess, what do you guys think? What sets Fruits Basket aside from other anime?
This is definitely a different kind of show. There are times it's all emotional and everything, and I wanted to laugh, I wanted to cry, but there's plenty of anger left over, at least for my character.
And this project by far has been the most challenging as far as conveying emotions with just my voice. And I love watching the illustration of it too. It's not a kid's show, it's not your regular kid's show. It's very interesting. And it moved me. This has really been fun.
I'm not like most, boys who are in this industry who like the action, fighting, mean, guts shows, and this isn't. This is the opposite. This is the girly show.
What intrigued me about Fruits Basket from the very beginning is that the first time I saw it, I watched a little bit of the first episode. This is before I even auditioned, and I recognized that it has the nicest animation I've seen of anything that I've ever worked on, as well as anything that I see on television lately.
Well, I have a 7-year-old daughter, and this just feels like something more that she would be into, and I think really that's why I like it more, just because she's seen some of it too.
I enjoy the acting challenge that it gives. I find it very fun to work on and very different, an entirely different challenge than working on the fight shows. Oh, vocally, the major difference is that I don't get tired out so fast. No fight yells. I can go longer and further with Hattori. But this is, I feel like the first time I'm playing a real person.
Fruits Basket is fun to work on. The characters are much more real, I guess, than on other shows that I've worked on and written for, and it's been a challenge to try and to write the dialogue, or the English dialogue, to have it sound perhaps as natural and, well, just as natural as the Japanese does in its original. Just have these characters talk in a way that, just walking down the street, you'd hear your friends talk. That's a little harder to do than you might think when you're trying to, match these mouth flaps. But I don't know, it was challenging and rewarding, and Shigure is certainly a lot of fun to play. His character is, in a lot of ways, I guess, a reflection of my own, his little wry wit and comments, and a lot of fun for me to be able to do that.
I really like the story, the whole basis of it with the Zodiac characters, and I just think it's really funny. I think Minami is just so boss. I just see her as just this bossy, bratty little girl, and I just think she's a trip.
Because, first of all, an episode only takes an episode, not like 12. And that's one thing. And I feel like there's, even these little characters have such a sense of where they're from and why they're that way, and you really feel for all of them. And I think that makes it really complete, Nobody's just evil for the sake of evil, and nobody's, the way that they are just because that's how it's supposed to be. They really have a story. Everybody has a story, and that's more interesting to me.
It has been so fun. It's my first voiceover thing, but it's really awesome. Well, it's like really fun. I get to meet like all the people who do voices for stuff because you don't see them when you're watching the cartoon. But it's just cool. I'm not very descriptive. I'm sorry.
That's all right, Kate. You don't have to be descriptive for us. We've all seen the show. And seeing as that really a lot of us that have been in the show have taken time to go back and watch these episodes over again, and not just to critique our own work, but to enjoy a show. Why is this show fun? Why do you guys love it? Do you love it? Just out of curiosity.
I love this show. I love this show because it's so lighthearted, and it's very different from anything else that we've done. Everything else is real action-based, and it's more directed towards, guys and everything. And I love to be part of a show that's not necessarily just for girls, but it definitely has, the little romantic love triangles and everything in it. I love the romance on this show. I'm so dorky, and I'm always talking about, oh, Yuki's in love with her. Oh, she's so in love with Kyo. I know it. All this stuff, even though I know they're not. They're not that old yet. And blah, blah, blah. Justin's always correcting me and telling me no. But I just love the ideas behind this show. The romanticism. It's wonderful.
Parissa, how about you? You never watch cartoons. You've already admitted to that. Now, Fruits Basket, come out of the closet. Tell us, do you watch the show?
I actually do, because I generally don't watch that many cartoons, but I really like Fruits Basket. It's just, I don't know, I guess kids that age, it kind of hits home with them, and I really, really liked working on it. And Uo was a fun character. Really?
Well, do you see yourself in the character of Uo, the character you play?
Yeah, because, well, in a sense, because I've had a lot of problems with, like, family and, just growing up. So I see some of the stuff, but they had, like,
I don't know, a great relationship, and mine was just the opposite. So
You know, this one has been a lot of fun because it's a little. I mean, it's got its real deep parts, but it's real lighthearted, and I just love the character Kagura because she just doesn't get it most of the time. You know, she's running after him all the time, and he's pushing her away, and she's just kind of like, I love you so much. So it's real fun because these characters are so diverse. They're just out there, which I really enjoy about it.
You know, it's I wouldn't categorize it as being a heavy show, but it's definitely one with substance. And already just having been in a couple of hours of doing the voice work for it, it's got my attention. It's got my interest peaked, definitely. And I'd love to see more of these. So that's why I'm going to be walking out of here with every single DVD you have of this, Justin. And your watch and your wallet and whatever else I can get my hands on.
I think what sets Fruits Basket apart from a lot of other anime out there is that you've got characters that are very close to real. A lot of the characters are dealing with high school type issues, which we all dealt with. The character that I play, Yuki, is the most popular and most attractive boy at school, and all of the girls love him so much that they have a Yuki fan club. And that is something that I'm sure some people experienced in high school. I most certainly did not. I experienced precisely the opposite of what Yuki experienced. But a lot of people go through a lot of the characters, go through a lot of different changes. You have the unpopular kids, the popular kids, the bully, the kids with the bad attitudes. And it's generally something I think a lot of people can identify with.
John, you were cast as Shigure in the show, and you're also the scriptwriter for the English dub, as you had mentioned earlier. I was just curious, what's it? You've gotten some great reviews online, especially from some fans that really enjoy your role as Shigure. And I'll have to be honest with you, I find Shigure just to crack me up more so than almost any character in the show. What's how do you play that character? What's the way you go about that?
Well, compliments are nice. I'm glad people enjoy the way that I play Shigure. I very much enjoy playing him, like I said, but at the same time, I feel like it's cheating a little bit because, like I said, it's not very much of a stretch for me to play Shigure. I've kind of stepped into the booth and just, I be me. Yeah.
Because you're the writer, I was just curious, perhaps were there some standout episodes for you, or any episodes that kind of, just kind of show your work more than others, or what are your favorite episodes, John?
I guess the episodes that meant a lot to me to work on, or meant the most for me to work on. In terms of playing Shigure, I'd say some of the earlier episodes especially, where he's there and kind of explaining, the whole situation about the curse and where you're just getting to know him a little bit. Those were some of my favorites as Shigure, because that's where we really got to maybe develop the character a little bit. In terms of working on the English dialogue, some of the ones that stand out in my mind are the episode with Momiji and Toru, where Momiji, episode 15, where Momiji meets his mother in the building. The Hot Springs episode was a lot of fun, and also the Yuki fan club episode.
So, Jerry, you play the part of Kyo, and most of the show really had been kind of kept secret, except for from you, except for when you were recording the parts that you recorded. When we got up to episode 24, end of 24, and into 25 and 6, Kyo's character takes on an extraordinary change. Did that catch you off guard or surprise you at all, or what are your thoughts on the change of Kyo?
It surprised me a lot. In a way, I was happy to see it. I had no idea where the show was going. I saw that, and I thought to myself, where in the world did they get the idea for that? But I was happy with it.
Chris, originally when you auditioned for the show of Fruits Basket, right at the very beginning when we had started production on it, you were, if I understand correctly, hoping for a different character, but kind of then lucked into the role of Ayami, and I'm curious what your thoughts are on that.
Originally, when I was auditioning for the show, I was really hoping to get the part of Hattori, and because I really just liked that part a lot, but I hadn't seen Ayami, and Justin said, "You're gonna like this character." He's like, "I wouldn't mind using you on Hattori, but you're gonna really like Ayami. I think that you might be good at handling this guy's character." And when I saw him, I was a bit shocked because I generally don't like to offend too many people. I was thinking, how am I going to handle this character without offending anyone that may be anything like Ayami? And overall, it turned out to be just a really, really fun time. The mouth movements of this show and the girth of the lines of the show are huge. And it's something I hadn't really come across before. So definitely working on the show was a really big challenge.
Well, that's going to just about do it here for this interview segment. I do want to take a chance to at least kind of run down the board and let everybody throw in some final comments to the fans who have taken the time out of their day and their entertainment schedule to listen to this track. In closing, I just want to say Fruits Basket has been an extraordinary pleasure to work on. I can't even think, except for maybe some harsh deadlines, I can't think of anything negative about this show at all. I believe that once, hearing the ending of it and looking back at it, I can't think of anything I would have done differently or any member I would have cast as a different person. Like I said at the beginning of this, this cast is so diverse and so unique and so perfect, really. And it's been just a joy working on the show, working with the cast, working with Evan Jones in the mix on it, as well as just being able to see that final product and see everything after it's come together and after it's been put together and polished up. So definitely, I'm very proud of this work, and I'm very proud just to be a part of the Fruits Basket family, really, from its international origins, from its starting in Japan and then coming over here and us being able to bring it to an American audience is a priceless experience for me. Let's just kind of run down the board and see what everybody else has to say.
To those of you who may have accidentally found this track, good for you. You've now figured out your remote control. It really has been an awesome experience working on the show, and I'm so happy that fans of Fruits Basket are really finally, and fans of anime in general, are finally beginning to understand that people at Funimation truly, genuinely care about the shows that we put out. And this was a really good example of a way to make everybody happy all at once.
Fruits Basket. Watch it. Love it. It's fun. And Laura Bailey's awesome. My friend.
Just again, that I hope I do this character justice. I think that we've come up with a characterization of the character that I'm very happy with, and I think Justin is too. And I just hope that everybody else feels the same way, and that we've done him justice. I think he's fairly complex in what he's all about and what he stands for. He's a pretty heavy cat, man. He's got a lot of layers to him. So I just hope that we've done a good job with that.
Well, I'd say if you're listening to this, then you're obviously a fan of the show, and thank you for watching. And I hope you've enjoyed not only the Japanese version, which is very easy to enjoy, but I hope you've enjoyed what we've done with our English dub. Maybe save you the trouble of having to read the subtitles all the way through. I hope you will forgive the inconsistencies where they're there. We did the best we could with what we had, and I hope you enjoy it as much as we did.
I really enjoyed recording the character of Minami, and I just hope that everyone who watches it enjoys the show and just gets a really good laugh out of it, because there are a lot of really touching moments and a lot of really funny ones, especially with the cheerleaders. I think they bring a lot of comedy to the show, so I like it.
I had a blast. I had a great time, and learned so much. I can't even tell you.
Yeah, thanks for watching, because this is a really awesome show, so. Okay, thank you.
Just have a good time, you know? Life's short. Have fun. Enjoy being kids while you're kids and being able to watch things and love them because you just love them and you don't have to explain why. Just enjoy yourself.
The one thing I'd like to say to the fans out there is be careful with Fruits Basket, because after you watch the first episode, you probably won't be able to stop. So make sure that you have the complete collection in your library before you start, or you might lose your mind halfway through the series.
Fans of the show, in closing, I would like to say, it's just a character. If you see me on the street, don't worry. I want to be your friend.
To anybody listening right now, I hope... Please let me out of this booth. They won't let me go. I hope you're enjoying this show as much as I enjoy working on it. I love this show, and I hope that everybody else does too. This is actually, and I feel bad saying it, but this is my favorite show that I've ever worked on. It has so much spirit. I love it.
So, Laura, is it true I had heard that you just got a new dog, a new puppy? Are you going to name it Shigure?
Oh, I was so close! I was going to name my dog Shigure. I just got a little puppy. But I was making fun of Meredith because she was about to name her dog Master Roshi. And I was so making fun of her because of it. And so I couldn't go back on it. I couldn't be a hypocrite.
Once again, thank you so very much for clicking into this and figuring out your DVD remote control and being able to find this or access this little extra feature here. Thank you so very much for listening, and thanks for enjoying Fruits Basket, as I hope you have. Hopefully you'll be able to enjoy it when you start watching the first disc over now. Thanks a lot.